right ni bi nti no enoa ena ne yeguso awo ha ye ba beka ho asem yi ene ti se na medi kan unya join me wo happy ya na afe wa follow me na wa double tap screen no na wa like you video na ubetim so a na wa share enche ena sebi o tunumu nsem yi ba e meka tunuma wa mu ni de me pa kire ba ne ba na yem ne bema na yemu na enansa so ema asemi kokopie parliament ema mo kan say ya hyehyɛ mra ebe guide sa act no na kyese ye hwema Ghana for senka yempe nti no parliament hyehyɛ mra say mra we na emebo saade no ho ban sebe ya emmam ebe prevent no sebe ya emma nti eba ya na nche na ye sante say obi so di asem no akọ say ono de opese ebam nti ono peja asem de court nti that means the parliament de buy no e wo say hold on nti enumwa na NanaAkufo-Addo na omo de sa law ne buy na na say nanka wo so sign na Addo ono so buy abonten be kan say enam say obi de asem na court nti no I just say court buawi ansa na watimi assign na ase we cement me ho ase we cement me ho ase we so sign we so sign na because of that no parliament papa wo ho a me fa se onu nyina na be do mo ano a e be frɛ no abambabem se make mo hu nipa kra ye kana ho asem ono so aba bonten say NanaAkufo-Addo oye reshuffle bi na ansenya na sa reshuffle no wayi MP4 ana minister for I was say nka omo ba eba for vetting na nka omo be so omo inachi so omo be ye aduma ma oman Ghana ono so say oye speaker of parliament no o was say ono e na be makwan amasa de na koso say NanaAkufo-Addo say asem no wo court dia enya no so obi di na court say ni kwan say omo makwan e ma omo ba be vetting no if you say omo so twen say NanaAkufo-Addo bebua we na wie ansa na omo so bebua nti akoyete twema mentwe menkasa enche na afe men said de ye be kan nti no me pese ya ankasa sika akum ya gene kwakuanum me pese yakohwe video ni ekotie we de kakra na yakotie we de kakra na afi ya baka ho asem na edi kan ye ni kan tie Addo ede no na ewia na afi ya ba onabo abam babenso de no so na yewia na afi ya bedwadwem me se enanse ye Ghana for nti yenso ye wo every right say ye bekasa ho nti so joining me amesre wa ye politics nemo ye dwendwen Ghana ho na ya kire ya adwen wo bibia e bekoso e wo man Ghana mu nti abusua moma yenkwe na yenkohwe video na ana yenkotie ne yekoso.
I'm aware that last week's bipartisan passage by Parliament of the Proper Human Sexual Rights and Ghanaian Family Values Bill on a private member's motion has raised considerable anxieties in certain quarters of the diplomatic community and among some friends of Ghana that she may be turning her back on her hitherto enviable, long-standing record on human rights observance and attachment to the rule of law. I want to assure you that no such backsliding will be contemplated or occasioned. I think it will serve little purpose to go at this stage into the details of the origin of this proposed law, which is yet to reach my desk. But suffice it to say that I have learned that today a challenge has been mounted at the Supreme Court by a concerned citizen to the constitutionality of the proposed legislation. In the circumstances, it would be as well for all of us to hold our hands and await the decision of the court before any action is taken. The operation of the institutions of the Ghanaian state will determine the future trajectory of the rule of law and human rights compliance in our country.
All right. Inti na ye mpese be boni nyina nti kakra na ye ehia no eno na ya boyi na megidi se munyina nso mwate yenkwe na yenkotie de papa no onabo abambabe ono so de be kan ho ana so de be tudwa so you don't need to play the video Me bacho my mo if you say bia no binti my mo yen pese be Dani open na yinkotia no so
I also bring to your attention the receipt of a process from the courts titled Robson. Honorable member, I'm watching you. The receipt of a process, and I hear what you say. Titled Robson. Honorable member, I'm watching you. Be that as it may, honorable members, I also bring to your attention the receipt of a process from the courts titled Robson Nelson Eche K. Dafiamapo versus the Speaker of Parliament and the Attorney General, suit number J1/12/2024, which process was served on the 19th, that is yesterday, March 2024, and an injunction motion on notice seeking to restrain the Speaker from proceeding with the vetting and approval of the names of the persons submitted by His Excellency the President until the provisions of the Constitution are satisfied. Honorable members, in the light of this process, the House is unable to continue to consider the nominations of His Excellency the President, to use the language of the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, quote, in the spirit of upholding the rule of law, unquote, until after the determination of the application for interlocutory injunction by the Supreme Court. Honorable members, this is the precedent that is being set by His Excellency the President for all Ghanaians to follow. So any matter that comes before Parliament, any Ghanaian can issue a writ and follow it with an application for injunction. And that is enough to injunct Parliament from proceeding with the consideration of the business in the House. Honorable members, I now proceed to adjourn the House sine die. The House is accordingly adjourned.
Okay, so baby, we don't need to drag this issue. Okay, man, we say upon weapon temper but for any Papa Collins then so adjoin yen and at Senobi on also adjoin yen wa say and ye Ghana and Sensemudie, not as ye de fa baby and Sembia Equaso Ghana biano, ye betum akabi. Inti Chawadrin, where Chawadrin, na Miss Mincha Madrin, where yem diatem. Yen the politics ye Ghana for dear not as you were right ning nabi say and so be course or mine munas ye ninja hoa ye bet me aka ye can't our respectful way ye can't our obuo kwan so not yan kuti obia and nanso ain't it young quay Papa Collins, are you there? Hello, obia is silent young Norbert swear Nobby. I'm said Nani, but dining. Hey, when you know more so be I silent. I don't be anti-mecana.
Q. Sir,
Hello?
as some way, any 32 million.
Yes, omo kasa on.
Hello?
Oh, 1 minute.
Yet, Papa, my Papa calls in Vera, so we did a young meeting or no.
What's it want me to?
Any 32 million a war money moon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, can't say 275 and woman chair imagine crown a mistake. Because Sakes we know, yet Michabuchiriha, even America will maybe your parliamentarians decided. Yeah, to aba, yes or no. It depends on what money moon because some parliamentarians original the constituency no, or no nothing open yes, Ebia na yaka super no. Anything can yes, yeah, no, they say, and yeah, voting yes or no. Now you the patutua. O man 32 million na nipa yakoto aba say 20 million the padudu a wo mo pene say yembo koto ani wo mo pese ye ma wo mo kwa mo nye no ye wie a ani ye behu eno no eno de enya de a afi na president e beka say me de koma court dabi ye wie ye no ano na electoral commission wo nanso majority say yempesa de no simple asembie ni ho ye de wo ma ne mu nyina obi anya no nti ase so na ye parliament wona da ho no ene ye mampane no da bia se wo mu ene tumi ene de bibia wo mu pe hu sika de nti ni ya tena ho we Akufo-Addo no wodi ka kan dada so ono no de ene se do beba na be pene so a no wa penti ono no wote dada no wodi ka aka magana fo mate awie enti modi ko nyina no enye na yi ena ono no o delay wonim saka ba busumi ngotwe enti sa busumi ngotwe ne de ena judge ho court ayi na Supreme Court ko ye no say Supreme Court o be go nyina ye o de pointi wonom enti o mo no ya de bato atwotwo ne sa ya koto abawie no oja hokọ na de o no so de kakra we wo mo no akwaje no de ahe no enti we no me sa ne ma we no ya na to be frank enya de a me because abrochira me krom ha no ma tie no ebi wa ha wo be de no ohunu se nipa no ohun yan Ghana fo na kasa no asem papa wo hwa yanka yagigi frutu amenam obo okura wantida ni apo hu de wuro sa ne nipa nati ni obusa yesi na we den ese ni se ne nipa de atwenitirim Ghana fo gwa abrechi ho na so hunu emeba bi enu ya na ma mienu sa nkrofo we enye se wo bekọ wo mu disco ana wo mu cafe wo mu club ana se ebia afina so wo mu so mu ya anniversary be hu wo no ma enya dia hu mo okromu wo mo so hu entina brochi ha no no enye wo bia asam no
okay
ye different amene wo man ya yetimu ya sensu ama and water day iripa yensu onom do di be no di ani adi ekwa iso koto pure water na wo sika na ye dey
ye da se papi
ya ka na fo nsem na wo mfa nipa nwini ye hu
daddy ye besen aba so me question bia
ye nchem obi anton ne de that's all
me question bia me ba baby stanti ye besen aba so na ye nko dan ni ho na ono so me hu say na ototo aboba park ne so sa ye nkwe na ye nko tie de dan ni so owoka
Chacha munyina
ye nyina ye juice
nsemo no everything one hwe na me di kan say mboa even the animal cry ewo wiase cry akukọ so obofro no yonko cry on the difference between male and female what I say each way say me dani say am me wo sa parliament na say me president and minister paper no ba ya tetemu we don't need it simple nti this kind of low na different bro this what was the name of them say yeah these white people loan a yɛgye efiri mu nkyɛnte obusa nketenkete a yɛgye firi mu senti they are afraid to do what to reject this thing. Omuni say oman sanya oman jantuma they will never give them a loan again. What do I say? And some way no enye nsem bia like ya twinu twitwan no yes or no. What do I say? Ghana kasa ya jiji like minim so mechanical ya jiji nsem mu dodo. Some fun useless things. I didn't buy no yempe simple and short. What do I say? They hear me hip and say Christians, which is this Christian now, this big pastors or to me Bible to be kasao.
I know that Daniel SMP was outside. No, I know they better take you a day.
To me ba abonti be kasao because of den denti. Omuka omunya members bio.
Right.
What do I say? Me in some way no me who say a rubbish. What do I say? How can a man sleep with a man? Obato remember say, hey. No, as I'm gonna make a joke. I'm telling you the truth.
But we say the president king and the speaker of parliament so king. O show more me no. The omo can say the omo yempani for the ba ye bobo be. Does it make sense?
Sister, adeni a simple. Chale yen penny yen sign mufa maden ko simple.
So who didn't say the president in person be sign?
DNT. Say busan kitenkita oji from munchemti. So say onim say wanya omo man scan biom. You say we know all this no, we don't want to, sometimes and some way say Ghana for yen penu kreba kupo. I'm telling you. Yen penu krebo. Who can come you if you I'm telling you.
Right.
Yen penu kreba kupe say cream.
But
simple. What the bad chale? Yen pinu so asa.
Norbert meba also but ma make a comment bi wa say na tie. Recently me tie video bi. Na a brantie kama bi a wa ba abonten. Na o kyerem the negative and positive side there was at we. Na me tie no me reho paz ye me reho me say that day no mantimi anya me ho hwe. So the question is nyema ekoso promoter na omo no side no mo promoter omo in any way say no youth ni wo pa omo fasa we so say youth no most oji di say law na omo certain. This is the question. Oji di say law na omo certain omo person president or sign no eno na ye the best way ye betim dey see ano we ano kwan and there is any other way or ye betim afa abwa sa law
e import ya sisi ano question me bisa say dey na mo twan ade ni ba e no ye mpeni so simple and short.
Say so but the thing is going on koso e wo my Ghana mu koso what I say underground koso boy na sem no kan mehu video na kan me boy sisi amamati boy na sem na o kan kire say ade ne koso se obetimi aka say 95% of Ghana koso ho sa na o kan ba no I doubt it say 95 pa de oboa but utimu se de sino osika no koso na panifo so pa na omo him into no did say the law alone can fight this fighter na
twem asa that's my problem twem that's it, that's what I want just say nya ya de omo betu twem
meba wa meba so sesi ya ma yeni kan kɔ Norbert so na memra so sesi ya wa me pa cha wa nyesa Norbert obebo me Norbert me shift nkomra so de wo kan ho bi wo kan platform we nti de ma me nkomra
obetimi akwa
smart yankwe
you know sir I feel so when you don't get right information from right people it's very dangerous. That is one of the greatest dangers we have as human beings, not only as in Africa and as is in Ghana. When you have information and how to send the information becomes a problem, then it's a big problem. This particular bill we are talking about, is, are you talking about the LGBT, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm a patch what kind of tree so that.
Okay. But Obani, Bema,
Right.
Asem. The woman is saying, Gan Krum Hawa. Ye will law be what say. Utimifa Bema Timifa the young Oba. Emrajitum. But a woman who say Bema Timifa Oba. Bema Timifa Oba. Is allowed. But say Bema Corona Sukofa Sa Oba no Abontia is criminal. Person what I say is treated say is an offense. Now when it comes to Sa Obani Bema ni Obema, I going to name Bema Samia ne can asemo asisiano. Say unim nkrofo yes now they are very, very, very loud.
Yep.
They are extremely loud.
That's true. Show more dream more higher and easy. Show off.
It's easy. It's Ghana Hano. Ye amamre kwanso no. Any yen said ya omatiti any ma yen culture ni any man no. Emma who kwan for san niema no. And as I say, in Pennyfo, I can't boom both from NPP and from NDC. I can't boom say I deal with pet. But Kromuha no so no. Se parliament car se mana enwie it has to go to the presidency. Now, Oma Penino Wati Tio, Dan, you need to listen here. Oma Penino Wati. But your friend be like I don't even know how to say Oma presently adie na mano no. So be fa hu to me no. Ana Ghana no so no. We have be a friend in human rights. What I say? Say won show be so emfa de enhye ne kon. What I say won sisi you be sad in here. E bi wa ha say. Kro bi so they don't have that thing there. Udut me hear their open. And as I'm railway are yaking. The same well, Uko Nigeria had not say bia. It is between 14 years or more. Ghana dear Krana said punishment in the Jituma Eswakra.
3 years.
Any Swakra. But unim dear Ebebasano say Obi Ede or man court. Say, my president no so sign.
Ehọ na asem no wo no. Ehọ na asem no wo nti se wo kire mo ha wo betimi a kire deep na afi membisa question wo ho.
The woman say, one say krumu ha no, said the American no obia wo ye wo kamema menkabi. Okay? Ana kamema menkabi no human right obia ti ansha so bia ni ho. Okay? Now, asem na abase here no. President no better say no was sign ya. Obesan ya. First, ono ye human rights lawyer. Nti so no ko sign we di mra so. What they say? Ana so one sign na say ye the court a Supreme Court so for ezuko ya. No mo so mo jituma. They also write currently, Supreme Court also have power more than because before the thing, it's a whole lot of conflicts and a whole lot of things. I don't know how to explain it to you, especially in a local language because of that identity. It's in the meeting can say, Dada, Danny, or man penny to me so say I didn't was sign and tissa yenyanesa. What you say?
But me pacho mami misa, but do we have to go through this? So man pani in ono kwant me sorry I was say wokasa no kan bibi say because of ya mamre ne ya man yenti.
Madam,
But then man answer me question in me pacho Mr. Wa. Mo yan no makoma ko say be ya ntiase ne be ba ne ntiase mu Inti na ye program was say
I don't know me.
Mr. I was so cool ho yentimi mfa ne gidigidi o e was say ntokwa we nya ntokwa e be ko ne gidigidi e ntiase ene ade kire but won say na me kan say me tie video bi na say me hwe video bi me hwe say metimi abo hansa na yapon a ba ma me misa smart asem bi wa say all kasa na kan bibi say because of your culture na sini ye serious ye ya mamre ne ya man ye kwan ye fa so ye wari ntino yen jintum say anas yen jintum say sa sabi oba ne ban ware be ma ne be man ware after all se be ma me meti hey na ba bi so oba be ware me hwan me de na kofie say enkoye me ho ade ye ware a ye kofie koye ho ade ye nsori gidigidi nkokot wudi kan koye fia ware en na abusuafo hu ni say ya ware even though say court there oba abusuafo ne hu say we be ma we abeje oba we ye free ensem en na Ghana for ye bu ni say ya ware. But all kasa na can be say because of your mamre any your money into ye ni ho kwan say ye betimi agisa ne manatum but president ye nyina ye ka bom ene ye choose papa say o melidi papa no so tia o te Ghana ofri Ghana oni ya mane any your money. The question is, do we have to go through this? I was say you go through we mu ana because of your money and your money into I was say you go through this.
Okay. Say you go through say
say you go through say I was say racing me sign ba me ware be man ware I was say you did sumpo for the first place.
Okay no kwena no but say no kromu ha no Ghana ha no we go beyond traditions because of the human right thing. Pacho what I say we goes beyond traditions. I can't
Hello. Smart. You come back again. Who can say maintain you? What's it then?
Me say it here. The traditional practice that we do at home it has a limit. It has the laws and the constitution in this country goes beyond private traditions and all, it goes beyond that.
Okay.
We have human right traditions ni be say first no teteno obi wu a patriote mase so obi wu a ahemfi bi wu a ye twa obi ti ekosie no amamra niama but say sa de ni enye biom it is not allowed. And a human right no so patch say kemama me yenka obi nche yenfa assembly ka obi nche. It's actually criminal say if you are intimidating somebody me no wo kasa Miss Juan me no kasa na o feel say me hye wa ma wa ye bibia emfa wa kwanso a the law can pick me up because me hye and it has nothing to do with tradition.
Okay.
Ghana Hanembra no it goes, the traditions, the laws of this country goes beyond any cultural whatever. No. One who said 1992, our mutual constitution, there's something we call referendum, but then it was the former president, the late former President J.J. Rawlings. He was the one that led that particular thing. Constitution, there's a place that the tradition also comes in, and we are mamre. And there is a place as well. Entimenko. Uko Germans is here. Omo mema opa na utwa udua. Pajo ti ase.
O se Ghana so pa na utwa udua. Se anu de enye law.
Enye law. But traditionally no, any amamre bi wo ho a se one twa udua untimi nne hene. Pacho what I say?
Yeah. Pacho obe sina obi so abam ntino putie wa my point.
Yeah, so me because the question, your question. So na me pacho say finally number here say yes we have constitution but the traditional practice we do have a limit.
Okay.
It does not go beyond the constitution
okay.
of this country.
No question be maybe sir but my men call me who say na dining or can be my enquire no you na Papa Collins answer ya but no better the can platform we member. I mean, open into no or okay. Into no me question be maybe sir some kind of last one. Inti mesenya ba ho sisi a yewia Danny.
Yo, na yeah, me can say, you know, before I didn't be man no. Nkofo no mutumi sorry keke. Na mo say omo de bibia aba say ensign no. Omo ama information say omo de bibi bansa adena ba adena bedu. Onim sa.
But Ubetimi can say, I don't understand what you are saying. Why Ubetimi like what if you can explain what you are trying to say? Why now?
Say
BB sign.
Asama me can say nkofo na modi ayi ne ba ye no omo ntumi sorry keke. They say omo da de ba say ensign no.
Me bacho smart say na enam say Danny me enam say ye person you fura ho ntomanti no topic na ye discuss na no ho asem na wo ka. What am I say?
Okay. Me bacho say adena Danny wo me bacho metro mo ni say. Paper no mo ba sign en fi baby ne ba yo. En fi baby en yes fi baby ne ba ye.
The proposal said jitum no every baby and the mamen cloud every baby.
Every baby ne buy Ghana to me Ghana come man to me can say there no proposal every baby ne buy
proposal is a proposal. Proposal is a proposal.
I have to go down. Yes, I mean to me that.
No, calm down. Don't calm down.
Oh, Danny, you don't have to go. And call back smart. My embisa, I won't say yeah pay. Okay, Papa Collins.
Atamesi tam ene baye orejeti. Eba mama tam orejeti. Ena Akufo-Addo aba ena aba. Na ade ba ko ne say abamba bi na woye Speaker of Parliament no challenge Akufo-Addo ne say adentina wosi asem ne court adentina yilabi no baye no yilabi ne na obi di court wan twa ma court on decide awie na wo sanye enuti no no so ka kira wo say ye woniema be se 3 obobo ni nyina so eniema be se 3 a ekodi court wan pene so ama court and decide anfa aye ama judgment ama ena wodi utumi ena ade sanye endi se we so no akodi court di afa utumi sign that's all.
And I think it's a good idea.
Onu original the point so.
Okay, that
smart me patcho Mr. Why be na makoma ko se be ya obi beti binti Mr. Onya botre na onu wie ne point. Why me patcho?
Won wa nwene e the Speaker of Parliament so e say wo wotumi onu so wotumi e say wo so say de ebi court no wa ma court and the asem na nwi ansa na oksane ye no we so no mo ndi asem ni nwi sign so won sign dia unkrofo na waponti wo mo no enya de ono so be kwan am ya tutu ma no that's all simple.
Okay,
so
okay
na say ye na Ghana fo no ya te say ye so obi eni ho de ne sa bonko a che ne se kula se kwan enunti no ma na enkoso no because of what party bim ne party no ya de enya empanifo mu ya de enya ka so entina omutro Canada Japan to twene ye no because we face fact.
Right.
We face fact. And woman so woman perfect, you know. Say no crab daddy dear Debbie.
Okay. Daddy that's a man called Norbert. So Norbert.
MPP party no omo yes eguno. And woman man no crab yejuma.
Norbert, Daddy ya beba asubiem. Norbert. Yeah. So Norbert dear ye ekosu what na ha me unin de ekosu nyina. Enti to you no. Speaker of Parliament and President Trima Mentria ekosu say we say one say I mean so me say. Ojo say is that the right way to go?
Okay. Me din kan me chair tifu nyina.
Nyina ejoso.
Ena abadwefo a mo ha se me chair bibia.
Nyina ejoso.
Yeshe ne ekoso my Ghana mo ene so interesting. In fact, for the first time in history, me hu separation of powers say yejuma. In fact, I was glad to see something like this at the moment. And Metisana Papa can't be say we should say we don't want it, and that is all.
Right.
And as a democratic country, it can't happen in that way. As far as democracy is concerned, into me insisa manenye can be mamen can be ono na ama me no mi no kwan a yitumi discuss issue we wa say. And it say can be mamen can be eje adwuma nko ade yentumi nipa ba ku ana nipa ku bi ntimi fa mo pentana say that be we won't do that. And when so akoye emra bia yeso mo hye. And the emra na bitimi dia hye dia band side it have to start from parliament. And parliament never started no. Almost video omo be answer na president e de nsa to asiama na be law. Now obi dia court na ye dia ye the injunction atoso. Se president nim no de pen e to asia sign pe e contempt. For that matter no Supreme Court be handling responsible. Ama the approval of the appointees and so the injunction so beto so parliament nim nasa o approving so a contempt against the rules in the country. So abeye adebia the we at yet mamofo ni si hunu senka e was eye no entumi yesamaye. Because as far as human right is concerned, I totally against it. But as far as our human right I can honor, it will take a little time for the leaders to deliberate it, for the human right judges and whatever. They will deliberate it and then they will come out with a good policy able to me aboye. Those I can say this government will handle issue we we are doing 100% so one handle ni ono ka ho and ama akodi this teacher a person agent someone one handle ni. And the last time I can say me or platform here is so efa 2012 election. Me can say after Sabane Pai anka omobeko run of asakoto about within 1 month. One of the contestants traveled outside the country. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it here.
Go ahead.
All right.
But
the president traveled outside the country just to discuss LGBTQ issue. He traveled out just to discuss LGBTQ issues. That is the most reason why Omobizan any question about it, he found it difficult to answer. But he doesn't know what to do because or the like I find it very difficult to say something. So when we can and a parliament episode much naso. The cause of parliament is a so check can person of them president and you
Inti so Okasa that means would you say president or best sign sad paper will someday before
say president best sign and on sign it have to do with the Supreme Court ruling of Supreme Court the
no maybe that's a wording say what they imagine audience or betting me sign.
Me to the best of my knowledge, near cousin dear me very sure said this president doesn't want to.
Bam, why we